Okay, guys, I'm here again, and today I'm bringing you something new. Okay, as we all know, we love Blender. Blender is awesome, and Blender can do lots of things for us, right? But if you are like me, coming from a different software, you probably had struggled with a couple things in Blender that's supposed to be that simple, but it's not in Blender, and some things can be really annoying. And I just got a feedback of this from this friend of mine that is trying to use Blender, and he's coming as me with a background in 3D Max. And this person is actually it wasn't a guy, it was a woman. She was my co-worker for a while in a company, and she's very skillful, and she used to deal with Corona Render, right, in 3ds Max. So for who that knows Corona Render and V-Ray and those kind of things, we know how easy it is to get some couple things done, especially in terms of passes, right? Blender, when it comes to passes, are very it's a very basic software. I know you guys all that has been using just Blender, so you guys may not have an idea of what I'm talking about, but passes for people that works in composition are really important. And Blender has the main passes like reflection, lighting, diffuse lighting, of course, all of that. But it lacks in cycles in so many other passes. And this pass, especially for us that work with Photoshop, it's something that is really important, right? And for us that works in ArcViz, we don't want to deal with complex things, right? We just need something simple that works out of the box and give us the possibility of composing there. Okay, CryptoMate is great. CryptoMate is mostly used for professionals in movies and things like that, right? But for us in ArcViz, sometimes CryptoMate, I never hear anything that is, I never hear from anyone that is really using CryptoMate for ArcViz, because you just need to get things quick, like there's an image, you need to render that, and then you need to have the passes, basically the flat color pass for objects, right? And I figured out that I would be able to get that in Blender using this process that I'm gonna show you right here. I usually was getting what I want in terms of colors using random, right? And then flat the whole thing, removing cavity and also removing outliner. Great, okay, great. But this, especially these random colors, doesn't give me the control over the colors, and also doesn't give me the alpha passes, right? Because if you render this image, you will see that this guy, he has leaves, right? He has alpha passes. So how can I select the leaf? If I go to random color, it gives me this, or it gives me just the geometry, right? It doesn't give me the alpha pass. And guys, that's so crucial for us to compose it and to play around with composition, that sometimes I get myself even frustrated trying to explain people coming from other software into Blender that they can make a turn around this issue, because Blender is awesome in so many other things, right? But these for some people are it's something very crucial. When they see these, they say, okay, and how can I deal with that? And then I tell it's CryptoMate, and how to use CryptoMate, and I have to watch a big tutorial showing you how to use that. But for these people, they just need one button that tells them color or material ID, and it goes straight to the render, right? Material ID in Blender is something good, but not that much, because let me explain you, right? If you try to use material ID for your render, what is gonna happen is that you have your material basically select. Let's select this tree, right? Go here to our material. So we have the pass index. If we change it to 1, right? And if we go here inside passes and we turn it on material index, right? So let me render this. You guys will see what we will happen, what we will have. Okay, let's render this quickly. I need this to be rendered quicker than this. Okay, go, 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 Blender, go. Right, 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 right. Okay, so there we go, right? Let me show you. I will bring this down here, bring this into image editor and bring render results so you guys can see, right? So that's the material ID pass, right? But if you plug in this here, you will have not very good edges, but you will have the alpha. That's one thing, okay? That's very important, right? However, you have your edges like this, which is not ideal. You can use some filters to achieve what you want, okay? Let me delete this, right? So let's get back to our scene and I will select this material here and change it to maybe pass index 2 and this one maybe pass index 3 or something, right? And let's render that again. Now I will reduce the amount of passes and everything else like light pass and light sampling. Where is my sampling? The noise, use GPU to the noise and sampling noise threshold. Okay, let's render this. That's gonna be way quicker. Because I just want to show you the pass. Here we go. Okay, we have this, right? But wait a minute, we have one gray, one white, and one white. Those are different objects with different passes. So that's so confusing, guys. And it doesn't work for us. So at this point, you may think, let's go to Cryptomate. And then you have to do a bunch of things. In Cryptomate, you want to select the objects, things like that. No, I want to hit render and have all the objects with different colors, with alpha, everything to work with, okay? So for this case, I got the solution and I will share with you, right? The only thing you have to do, this is the file watercolor, right? You will get that on a link below. I just price it a little bit because it takes me a lot of time to figure out this. But I will put that with a very moody price for you guys. And I think it really worth for you to have this, especially because it will save you lots of time doing and redoing the process again to get the wire calls correctly, right? So uh, inside the folder, you will have random material ID, PI, which is my add-on, right? And the watercolor blend file, which you should just drag this and drop inside your asset library. After you do this, drag this and drop into your asset library, you have this guy here, watercolor, which is a node that you can just grab, drag and drop to your compositor, right? And let me go back to not flat, maybe this. Okay, so to install the add-on, you just go here, install, and then you go there to the file where the add-on is, right? I think it's here, libraries, add-ons 4.1, watercolor, random material ID. Okay, so click here, activate it, save it, so you don't need that again. So it will be here. The add-on will be here inside tool. It's just a button, right? What this button does, this button basically casts one different number pass for each material on your scene. So you don't need to go and pick up different objects and apply different materials manually, right? So if you go to your material here, you see, let's bring this back to 0 as it was before, 0, right? And this one 0, right? So all the materials in Blender by default, it has 0 pass index. The only thing you have to do is press random material index, so you can see all the materials now has different index passes, right? That's the only thing you really needs to do. Other than that, another thing that the script does, once you click here, if you do not have pass index, material index activated, this will activate it for you. You see, automatically, right? So that's the only thing you need to do. The other thing is like go, of course, into your watercolor and drag and drop this into your compositor. So now you click in your index material into your watercolor, and then you click this into your output, right? So that's how you can have your IDs correctly. And I will show you the difference between both the index material, the way it is, and the index material with this node here. Okay, so let's render that again. Now we will have the material ID for everything, but in grayscale, okay? And some of them will be white, with white will be just blending each other, which is not ideal, right? Let me go here. I will reduce the render time even to 50 instead, right? And go press F12, right? So let's, okay, here we go. That's how our material index look like all of the box, right? So Blender Foundation, guys, give me uh, please, if some of you guys will see this video, just add a solution for this, because this that I'm doing here is something that I'm figuring out, but this should be something easier. I think, in my opinion, should be something easier to get, right? Because right now, you see your material index connected directly to your composer. It gives you this, so it gives you nothing. You have nothing that you can really use to compose your scene later, right? However, if you use the node that comes with the zip file, right, you can just connect here, and then you have this. So now you have all your objects with the alpha, right, with everything anti-aliased, so you can just select as it is, right, with the alpha pass as it should be. How different is this from this? Water and fire, right? So that's the only thing you need to do. If you want to have this even easier, after you install your add-on, you just drag and drop your wirecolor to your compositor, your main basic scene, and you save that as a startup. And every time you open your scene, you will have this node here ready already. So you don't need to drag and drop, even to drag and drop the node anymore. It will be here for you to start any scene from scratch with the node already there. So uh, that was my solution up to now. I think that's the best solution I could figure out. And if you like it, press thumbs up. If you have some comments that I may don't know about it, and there is another better option than this, comment in the link below, please. I'm seeking for more information about this. But if you like this approach, if you like this, go to the link below, and the node in the add-on will be available in one zip file in the Gumroad for a moody price that I will put that. Okay, so I hope you guys like it, and see you soon. Bye bye.